will see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game on punts.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To adjust the pattern. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Going to the running game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on third. Using the quick game.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pick it up on fourth down. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, looking for the completion. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up. Brings into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Hurricanes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can...
There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Miami. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for No mid-season concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Finally corralled and not the floor. He picks up the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again.
Slide 22.
Quarterback making checks. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
To the air on 2nd down. He lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. That Miami offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. So now to try to take advantage of that defensive stop time starting to work against them a little bit, and we'll see what they can do. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. And
the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pucks it out of the air. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
The return is tackled down at the 29, and the Miami offense will take over 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Runs through a tackle. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side now. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. We're looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Get high. Get high. Get high. Get high.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Off play action on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A great catch and run for 6.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It's a draw. Ran through the contact. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got the back over the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in this.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gideon. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Hurricane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Working the middle, it's complete.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Canes! And the beatdown has ensued. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Take this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher they can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped catch it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Trying the left side. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Let's go.
Trying to get the corner. Breaks the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick completion to the right. There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Give to the single back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
The Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
A little release to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense came into this game knowing they were going to have to stop this guy getting handoffs, but also catching the ball. Nice job rallying to him out in the flat, making a nice tackle.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down. But
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple of touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got him downfield. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Canes are on the move. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football.
Going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly, and he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
And the Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here comes the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll toss it to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. And they'll take a knee. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Powell.